So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Now that's well seen too. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but... Oh, what a mistake! He's found a way through. It's their first effort on goal.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Aimed beyond the defence. Torino have got it back. And there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Gattuso. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. He's gone down. Shevchenko! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he whips it in. He's gone direct here. In with the challenge. Looking for the run. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that was vital. Pull it. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now this could be a chance. Costa Curta. It's Ronaldinho. Now it's Perez. And he's being shifted off it. Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Stoichkov. And Stoichkov! In he goes again! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Tries to play it through. Cannavaro spots it and into... Oh, he's on... Great chance! He's delivered all right! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be...
Perez! Has a look and plays it forward. Raul. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Abbiati to save this spot kick and his team. Abbiati. Hullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. Now there's a... It's Asa! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for the...
Trife! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Ronaldinho. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zanetti. Adams getting this one clear. Shevchenko. Chance here to counter. And this is Azar, and he's managed to get free. It's Azar! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Played into space. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Great vision. Spread out to the left. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Stoichkov. And this is Ronaldinho. And here's Stoichkov. And they're quick to get it back. Look at the space here. Stoichkov was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hakimi can clear it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Torino clear. Roll!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries from a long way out. And it's played in. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Stoichkov. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Gattuso. Perez. What a throw in. And it's Ronaldinho. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. And Cruyff! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Cruyff really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
This possibly the last play of the half. Raul. Oh, good-looking ball. That has not gone well. Dixon. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Balde. That's been cut out, well played. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Madrid really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have got another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Madrid looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the action resumes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Totti. McAllister. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Raul. Oh, no joy this time. Can he get it through? Gattuso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Hakimi wins the duel this time. That's the keeper's ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take in a good area.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
That's been drilled forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, can they get him away? Gattuso. Now it's Stoichkov. The pass is intercepted. Batistuta. Raul, looking for options for movement. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Totti. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's a cute ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Neymar is herring after that one. Now it's Batistuta! Oh, cracking effort.
Batistuta certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both benches.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 17. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Aimed beyond the defence. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that has put paid to that. And this is Shevchenko. He'll try from distance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Raul.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, yet...
And Shevchenko! In he goes again! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? And this is shoots! Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a pretty loose pass. He's going for goal! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Chance! And the ball's come loose here. Schneider tries to play it through. Nicely weighted ball. Corner then. So, third corner of the game. Torino are looking to go forward now. It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. Raul. Batistuta. Looking for the run. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Cannavaro. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Neymar. Schneider. Now it's Stoichkov. And this is Batistuta. Looking for options for movement. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, he's found support out wide. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Schneider. Great vision. Stoichkov receives it in a wide position. Ball's gone out of play.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 25, Hazard. El dorsal 9.
And that's definitely not his best.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4, Neymar.
Torino get their
6,
fourth corner.
Messi. El dorsal 15.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's onto this. He has found a way through. Takes a shot! And another try! Keeper's got his work done.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So their fourth corner of the game. Torino have the chance to go the other way. No, it's come to nothing. Deftly away. They get a throw in. Madrid have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Schneider! And somehow he kept it out.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Pass is short and sharp. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's got away from him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now then, the ball's come loose. Rashford has the space to scheme. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar stood up well to him there. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Messi is flagged offside. Mbappe. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Howson is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautiful. And Stoichkov! Oh, good finish. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So could they be onto something here? Not the most accurate pass.
There they go, hunting again.
It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe! And that's another fine save. They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, good climb! And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. He's gone for goal. And it's Gattuso. Gattuso! Great effort, but no way through. Now it's Hazard. He's had it taken off him. Oh, super find. That has not gone well. And here's Cruyff. And here's Gattuso. Oh, shooting chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Cannavaro, Costa Curta, Gattuso, great vision, bops him off it and wins back the ball. He is through here, and the ball's come loose here. Zanetti, and here's Neymar, he's picked his way through. Totti, shifted it to the flank. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is. Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's a sharp little ball here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Stoichkov considers his options. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
With Shevchenko. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And we have our very first corner. Torino are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Valde. Now it's come to nothing.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's got away. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Torino are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Torino find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Madrid are 3 down and sinking. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hakimi calmly anticipates. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Torino clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And now the breakaway. Hazard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread it left. Where it came from. Takes a shot! Great football, shot and save.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Keeper's dealt with that. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Pull it. Ronaldinho. Done delicately. Well, they could break here. Not the most accurate pass. Cannavaro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pull it. Hazard. He's in plenty of space here. That is ended up in no man's land. He's through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Adams. He's not got that quite right. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Stoichkov unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Ronaldinho. Neymar, and he's in. It's Neymar! And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's gone back to... That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Madrid are down to 10 men. Stoichkov. Ronaldinho shoots! And he's stuck it away! They are playing them off the park! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Torino are having a ball here. Balde. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Ronaldinho. And a chance! In he goes again! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Some resolute defending there. Spread out to the left. Pull it. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Tries to play it through. It's played through. That is Sluta! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Madrid were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then. Madrid not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. No, again there's no way through. Takes a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Searching pass he's played there. And Shevchenko! And he opts to go forward. Good effort from distance. Big chance! Ronaldinho going forward. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that has not gone well. Zanetti, out towards the flank. This is a promising build-up.
Stoichkov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's through here.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that's the keeper's ball. Cruyff. Now it's Stoichkov. Can he spark a counter here? Nice looking ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Well taken goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly... Shot a goal! Oh, impressive strike.
Madrid are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Gattuso. Now it's Stoichkov. Ronaldinho. Ball has bounced loose now. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roll! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7 será sustituido por el dorsal 3. Cambio de jugadores.
And he was quick to react. Shevchenko. McAllister. Short changes him with that pass. Played out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! No, that's just wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Great vision. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's going wide left. Now it's Totti. 75 minutes played. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here. Nedved! Off the post! A probing pass. Well read, nice interception. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now that's well seen too. Totti. Raul, that has been cut short. And it's Zanetti. And here's Totti. It's Totti! Brilliant by Totti! About as smooth as it gets. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And this is Stoichkov, and he's intervened well there. And that was asking for too much. Zanetti.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. And across it goes. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper has taken and the shot! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him. He won't be happy with that one. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Stoichkov. And this is Shevchenko. Raul.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shevchenko! Now, who's going to be first to this? Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your reflections, then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. That pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the left flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Stoichkov. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, Red, nice interception. Shifted it to the flank. That has not gone well. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
And the through ball. And here's Neymar. That has ended up in no man's land. Raul. Totti. Now there's a fine ball. Ronaldinho. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Ronaldinho.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Madrid clearly...
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Zanetti. In with the challenge. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Ronaldinho. That has been cut short. Now it's Totti. No goals as yet. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Looking to play him in. Now the delivery. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Torino with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Adams deals with that comfortably. Now it's Shevchenko. Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Zanetti. Hullet. And the pass is intercepted. Gattuso looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to play it through. Neymar. Raya claims comfortably. Totti. Ronaldinho. Balde is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. It's come to nothing. Costa Curta. And it's Hullet. Neymar, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. Gattuso, it's Hullet. Now it's Totti, and he plays one through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shot and goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Hazard, and he cuts out the supply.
Whatever happens...
And there's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Neymar batted in a wide position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Here comes the cross.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Stoichkov. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a really well-measured ball. And he was quick to react. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
It's Totti! And it's come back out to him. And he's done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Space for him to turn, and the shot! What a save by David Raya! This their second corner of the game. Madrid have the chance. Oh, he's having a go! Corner number 3 coming up. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Zanetti. Harrison does well to get it back. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Adams gets a foot in here. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super fun. He's having a hit! Oh, he's just got under that.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Zanetti. Zanetti powering forward here. That pass has been well intercepted. And here, Cruyff! And there's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time, the score... And so we're off again. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Harrison wins the duel this time. Batistuta. That has been slung wide. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Neymar. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cross flung in towards the middle. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. But where it came from. Pullet takes the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's been cut out, well played. Aims beyond the defence. Has a look up and delivers. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Balde. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
how they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Nice looking ball. Costa Curta makes the interception. Now it's Stoichkov. That's destined for the flank. Neymar, he has found the way through. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Hullet, and Hullet! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid really could have done without this. A lot hinges on this one. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Torino have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Pinches it off him. And that pass just didn't quite work.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Now he's got space here, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Batistuta. He's in plenty of space here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
They're back in possession and ready. Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
El dorsal 25, Casa. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
Finds
6,
himself unceremonious. He's gone for
el
goal!
dorsal 17, el dorsal
Lacking in
4,
accuracy.
He just didn't catch that one right and he knows it.
Knocks it into space.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball.
And the shot! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Truly superb, a goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on.
Real chance! Oh, good finish. Back to within one. Interesting. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Totti. Good take, and is he in? Messi finds himself offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Perez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's worked it through. And it's Hullet. And the finish! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, their manager seems to have them all.
It's Nedved! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And this is Stoichkov. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Look at the space. He's having a shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Great ball, and he's in here. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Pull it. And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Driving forward. He's had it taken off him. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Perez. 4 extra minutes added on. Great vision. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Hullet. Nice interception, well timed. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Totti. He's looking wide. And he's quick to... Chance for a shot! Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21, Totti. El dorsal
Stern
20.
test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra
El
time.
dorsal 14.
Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Oh, shooting chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Impressive jump! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just eases him off the ball. Cannavaro. Nedved. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Perez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Torino with the lead. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a shade optimistic. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Real chance here. Goes for a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
They're up to 5 corners now. And a header! And that could have brought them level.
Mbappe was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Rijkaard. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that's well spotted. Nedved. Searching pass he's played there. Spread it left. Balde. A header! Loose ball, in he goes again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Zanetti.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Spread neatly. Perez. Well read, and the danger is averted. The muscular approach does pay off here. Spread out to the left. Not the most accurate pass. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? That has not gone well. Totti. Oh, he's burst through! Shoots! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
That is Stuta! And how did he not put that away? Corner count is rising. That's 6. Bellingham! Another one of football's and how moments. Serginho. Now Costa Curta. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it.
It's Neymar! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. And this is Batistuta. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. He's through here. Oh, well played. Rijkaard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great defending, strong and determined. Zanetti calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dixon tries to pass it through. Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And this is Hullet.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That's rather hopeful. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. Madrid take this the distance.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. So spot kicks imminent. Batistuta is over the first kick. Big character, big moment, big save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Stoichkov is the man who's second in line. No! Denied remarkably! That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Oh, great save! That is a great save! We're on to number 3 here. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
This then to level matters. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So the 4th man in line walking up to the spot. Pings it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
What poise! What noise!
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there you have it. So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans... Hazard! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's the chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Totti wants to run onto this. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Now it's Stoichkov. Now it's Hazard. Hullet. Gattuso. Looking for options. And Cruyff! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gattuso. Hullet. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Stoichkov really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Hullet. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Can he finish? And he couldn't finish.
Stoichkov has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And we have our very first corner. Cruyff! Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Totti. That ball looks a good one. That has been cut short.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neymar. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Totti! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Totti is offering a wry smile there.
Torino have the chance to go the other way. That pass isn't the best. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Torino have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Torino are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Threads one in, spread neatly. Chance, surely! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter.
And Stoichkov! In he goes again! and that's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Torino go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Knocks it into space. Now he's got space here, and that was asking for too much. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hazard receives it in a good position here. Over to the right flank. Cruyff has it out wide and in space. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Hazard! It's their second corner of the game. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar, and this is Cruyff. He is through here, and a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Looking for a runner. Somewhat off target. He's had it taken off him. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Raul. Costa Curta makes the interception. Pullet, not the most accurate pass. Balde pokes it out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Pullet never out of the action for very long. And we've reached half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And here is the first touch of the second half. Madrid not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Shot it goal! And that's a tiny finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Madrid may be down, but not out just yet. Zanetti. And it's been played through. And Stoichkov! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross it. He's rising! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And it's Hazard. Can he latch on to this? And he's intervened well there. Hakimi. Now it's Raul. Oh, this looks sharp. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Azar. Oh, easy pickings there. Droll. That is a great pick out. Oh, nicely intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, important interception. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's... Azar! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Two
9.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 6. Messi, cambio de jugadores.
Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to return it. It's Azar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Stoichkov. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Shoots! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. Shevchenko! And that is takes a shot!
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Schneider, spread to the right.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Torino clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. And the shot!
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid get their fourth corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Foot in. He's looking wide. Shevchenko. That's the keeper's ball. And he cuts out the supply. Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that is out of play.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 21. Totti. El dorsal 21.
That's Batistuta.
Hazard. El dorsal 5. El dorsal
That's a
20.
cute ball.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17. El dorsal 15.
Schneider.
El dorsal 4.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like
El
this.
dorsal 3.
He's found a
El
way
dorsal
through.
14. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
This is Pires.
Habrá 3 minutos
Shapes
por
to
juego.
shoot. Loose, and it's come back out to him. And that is wildly off target. Hakimi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe, he is onto this. Dixon, a man never lacking in drive or deter... And that's it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Madrid lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Cruyff. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's a searching pass. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Neymar, and that's gone loose. Tries to pass it through. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help...
Can he finish? It's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Torino are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's in on goal, and Stoichkov! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Stoichkov is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Madrid have conceded twice already. This is a... Tries a shot! That's a decent clearance. Totti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this?
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Gattuso.
Torino always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Spread it left. Shevchenko. Oh, that was vital. Costa Curta. Looking to play him in. Batistuta picks it up out wide. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Hazard making good progress. Well timed, excellent interception. Hazard. Time and again they are repelled. And he's forced to go back. Dixon. Done delicately. Hazard has it in a wide position, and that's an errant pass. Bullet. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through.
I wouldn't fancy playing up.
Stoichkov! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Torino find a position of real strength now. Cross a header! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? There's a sharp little ball here. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Now it's Stoichkov. Balde. Hazard is wide and looking to get onto this. It's Totti! It's anyone's ball now. Shevchenko is flagged offside. Cannavaro. Now Costa Curta. Gattuso. Bullet. Dixon. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's a risk. Oh, no, what has happened here? He's big chance! And that's What a tiny finish! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Just about with him shooting. Oh, crossbar! Now it's Stoichkov. Now it's Hazard. And for the first half, that is that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Madrid can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pull it. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Pull it. Knocks it into space. Pull it, providing an outlet on that flank. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Neymar. Can he latch on to this? Dixon. Hazard. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Stoichkov.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. This ended up in no man's land. Totti. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Madrid needing a change of fortune here. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the shot! Torino with the corner, they're first. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. No way through. Great vision, and he's worked it through. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, he's all alone.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now, can they get him away? Another throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 25, Hazard. Serán sustituidos
Shin to
por
shin, bicep
el
to
dorsal
bicep,
9,
and he wins out.
El dorsal 4. Neymar. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that has left him in a heap. Raul. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And this is Raul. Torino are looking to go forward now. Good ball, good take. And that's a good... And the shot! And he's stuck it away. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh. Can he finish? Off the post. No way through. Oh, shooting chance! That has not gone well. Totti, foot in. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Shevchenko. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And Stoichkov! And that's a sharp finish. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Torino visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rashford finding himself in space. And it's Totti. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dixon. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Totti. Rashford. Pass somewhat off target. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's in one-on-one. Great chance! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Madrid may be down, but not out. And that will be the final act. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Cruyff, and it's Azar. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Cruyff. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role.
He's in one-on-one, and the finish! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Torino finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That has not gone well. Now it's Totti. He's found space here. He's found the way. It's Azar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Howson gets across and deals with it. Spread it left. Now it's Azar. That's an excellent interception. Gattuso. Stoichkov. Now it's Cruyff.
Such good technique.
He is through here. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Torino really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity.
Oh, they could be caught out here. A header! It's hit the crossbar. Once more against the woodwork. And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Takes a shot! And that is well cleared. And it's Gattuso. Now it's Cruyff. And smartly reclaimed. Gullit. He's got away. Drives it in. Zanetti. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McAllister cuts out the pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Adams makes the interception. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Azar. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. Nicely worked. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Can he get it through? Neymar in acres of space out wide. No, that's been intercepted. That has been cut short.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Gattuso. Pull it. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Back on the way then. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Ambitious ball here. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hazard is onto this. Stoichkov. And this is Shevchenko. Good chance here! Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. He's a sharp little ball here. Costa Curta. Costa Curta makes a dash for it. And here's Azar. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Well, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar, he has found the way through, and it's played in. Takes a shot. Nearly, but not quite.
Bullet really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
That is good alertness. Raul. And this is Neymar. And he shoots! Goal! Torino! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. el dorsal 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Torino with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hakimi looking to receive it in space. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Torino are down to 10 men.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice.
And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Shevchenko receives it in a... Shevchenko! He's played it back, and it's Nedved. Ball is over the line. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat, provided he's paired with the right folks around him.
Well, nicely intercepted. That's a look and plays it forward. That has not gone well. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping...
And he shoots! Shevchenko! This guy is class! A finish right from the top draw! And they're threatening to fly away here! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Shevchenko really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.